Thanks, Phil. Good evening, beautiful and amazing audience. Thank you for tuning in to Home Sweet Home, a Fallout, the tabletop role-playing game by Prometheus Entertainment. I am Hale, the beneficent and generous storyteller who's guiding you through this lovely, marvellous stroll of a story through the countryside, picnics and skipping and all such things. These are my honestly quite good players. They're quite nice, really. And we've had a good run of things with them. And their characters, sure, they've made some mistakes. They've made some pretty bad decisions as time goes on, but they're really quite nice people in the grand scheme of things. Tonight, we're going to find out what happens to them. They're currently dealing with a detonator that is beeping ominously. A radioactive core exposed that needs repairing. And two of their party members having just fallen once again down a lift shaft. Camera comes up. First of all in darkness. And with a sound. Beep 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 beep. The reactor.
Is it faster?
It's really fast now. You don't think you've got many options left.
Okay.
Tarkus.
Let me start by okay.
I'm going to go with
Sorry.
Tarkus first.
Yep.
Tarkus, do you want to make another roll to see if you can repair the reactors? Or do you want to abandon that and help them try and disarm the bomb?
Okay, if I abandon it, do I have to start over again?
Yeah. No, you can keep the successes that you've done thus far.
Even if I fail this one, the next one's going to be 7.
Yes. In fairness, if they fail this one, there probably isn't going to be time for another one. Judging by the speed at which the beeping has increased.
Sure, I'll help them.
Do we have any luck points except mine?
What are luck points?
Yeah, what are they?
I haven't used the luck
What do
point
they
for
work?
4 or 5 sessions. I don't know what that is.
Alright, so that means we have one potential reroll, right?
Okay.
I think we should give the DM every... this will potentially kill us if it fails, so let's give the DM the action points and pray. I think.
So give him 6
We're-
action points.
We're on 1 AP, so you would give them 5, I guess.
5.
Yeah.
You're going to give you 5 action points. I'm just going to let you know in advance. When we get through to Season 2 of Fallout, these action points are going to carry over.
Yeah. It's fine.
Sure.
That's a problem for another time.
Okay.
Oh no, let's just die miserably here. So like in the next session.
Hey, I just want to make it clear. I just want to make it
Same
clear that that's the case.
Like, I don't know if how it works, but you know that the site gives me an option for a maximum of 6 d20s.
It does. If you need to
Is that
roll
the
any
rule,
additional...
or-
No, I think it is, but I'm not worried about that. So in the case that you've got, you're rolling 2 base dice, plus 2 for the assistant, for the assistance of your companions, plus an additional 3 for the action points. So 7 in total. So roll 6 and then just roll an extra 1.
Yeah, we'll be clutching our butts really hard on the last one.
Give him 2, because next season we're gonna get clubbed.
Just give him everything. Give him everything.
I mean, you know what? I'm fine with 2. I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah,
You're gonna be feeling so lucky when he. Okay, fine.
I mean,
I'm outvoted.
Listen, the dog is dead. I don't care about anything else. Like, I'm good.
Also,
All right.
a great round 6. Like, we don't have to reroll on the 20.
Well, I have 1 luck point. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go.
Don't worry. I'm feeling the 20s. Okay, so we give you 2 action points, and we are rolling a total of 6 dice.
So hang on, no, you
have 1 action point. We use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 1.
So you're giving me 5 action points to get 2 additional dice on top of that.
No.
No. We're giving you 2 action points to
Alright,
get
Hale,
1
listen.
additional
Right.
dice.
Okay. Fine.
One
My
action point
apologies.
is for 1 dice, 3 is for 2.
Yeah.
We have 1 action point, you get 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he rolls 6. And how many successes do we need? 6?
6 successes now.
Ouvre la
Alright.
porte.
All right.
5.
All right. Look, listen. Listen.
Once again,
We have a chance. I am going to use
once
1
again,
luck point.
it comes down to a single dice roll, and you're going to roll 14.
Please don't roll 14. Like, at least on that. Like,
Describe how you're using your luck. Like,
All right.
yes, he spins.
Make it epic.
All right. So Dr. Palmer, in the last moment before he touches like the last, the red one, she says, "No, wait. I think that one looks a little bit pink. I remember from this one time I did nails. All right, it's not that one." And then I randomly take scissors and cut either the pink or the red based on that one time I did nails in the
Okay.
past. All
Right.
Marcus's last thought before this all goes to shit is like, why did you let the cook disarm the bomb?
Cook will let him cook.
So
Yeah.
you need to roll a
Prometheus
d20.
is,
If you get-
thinking about dog meat stew afterwards.
So roll a d20. If you roll a 5 or less, you've succeeded. If you roll a 6 or more, you've failed. And if you roll a 20, it's bad
Let's go.
times.
25%, baby. We're in it to win it. We're gambling.
Alright.
I'm channeling my inner Marvin. Marvin, please with us.
All right, channeling my
Gamba.
inner Marvin.
Let's
Let's
do the
go.
Gamba.
Let's go.
Get better.
Okay.
You suck.
9/11. We hit the 9/11.
Your scissors cut the cable. It doesn't seem to make an appreciable difference. Beep 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 beep
Damn
beep
it.
beep 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 beep
It wasn't that
beep
time.
beep beep beep
It was the other time.
beep. Click.
Shit.
But we're still here, right? Because I was right. That's its base. Rip Hope.
Please blow up and stop the yap.
Can Tarkus and Dr. Palmer please roll 7 combat dice?
Oh no, radiation. Anyway.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
3 radiation to Rosalind and none to Tarkus.
No, 1. It's 1.
1. Okay.
I brought it down. All right, so the bomb has exploded?
So
Somewhere not here?
it makes a sustained beep sound for a while, and then it goes click, and then it stops making noise.
Okay.
Great.
Well, we're alive. We should get out of here. Or should we
No,
abandon?
I need to stabilize the reactor.
But are you sure if you like do a very bad job, it might kill us on the spot?
Okay, Tarkos uses his science giga brain and says, I'm pretty sure if the reactor goes critical, we are fucked. So I'm gonna repair it.
Okay.
Are you guys helping, or are you running like fuck, or
I am
If he
destroying
wants.
dog meat. Sorry, good boy. Sorry.
He's already in his brain.
First, I am chopping his head to give it to Morg afterwards because I know he likes his heads.
Okay.
And you don't know he's
trophies.
down.
okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like I want to like I am enraged by the whole situation. Like I thought I was going to die at this moment, and yeah, basically I'm going berserk on him. Like I want to completely separate the mechanical parts from the meat parts, and the meat parts are going into the dumpster, basically.
Yeah.
So Tarkus, do you want me to help you, and B, do you have any injuries?
I don't have any injuries. I don't think so.
Okay. Do you want me to help you or not?
Sure, yeah.
All right, then I'm helping.
Okay, I'm using 3 dice then. With 4 successes, right?
You do.
All right, we got an
Nice.
action point back.
That's
And
5
you already
successes.
get a luck point.
I get luck point. Fuck you guys. Oh, I'm so back. treasure. That is luck point.
Is this
You're
not the
gonna use
best
it
house
soon.
rule ever, or what?
Yeah, it's good that we remembered it on the last
Yeah, you
session.
remember like at the very end of this
Yeah.
fuck fest.
Well, to be fair, you guys all forgot it as well, so...
Let's survive to annoy him.
Sorry, I
Okay.
was too busy
Keyword.
like generating like AP, so like some idiot in the party could like gobble them up. Like, and we had no room for luck point generation.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, between the two of you, you cobble something together. It's difficult. You basically put like the one that you repaired in the first place. You try to repair back the way it was in the first instance. The other one that's casing is correct is a little bit more complicated, but you managed to cobble material into the space to seal it. You know that Good Boy's body's got a water purifier built into it, and you can use that in order to refill the water back into the reactors again, and you do. You get it all back to some semblance of jury-rigged service. In the process, can you roll 4 combat dice for me, please? Tarkus takes no radiation damage, and Rosalind takes 3 radiation damage.
By the way, does Tarkus have like a radiation thing on all of his body? That's why he always takes less?
Sure.
Or what?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm only missing 1, but I guess if I'm missing 1, I take all the damage anyway.
Yeah.
Because I have 4 everywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, rip.
Yeah. So
I mean, it doesn't just. I'm wearing the fatigue, so I don't know. Like,
So-
do they not count? I don't know.
well, if it's just
No,
the
no,
fatigue,
it's
so
okay.
have you not got anything covering your head that gives you radiation damage?
No.
Right, we might need to go back and recalculate that then.
Okay, now I think I mean that would be retarded, I think, but the thing is
You asked
I
it.
also have-
Let's do it.
no, what I'm saying is I think at some point Hale, you said that we count like wherever it hits us or something, so that's why I asked, because I've been taking the damage, but I have 4.
Yeah,
So
if it's targeted, it would do, but this isn't targeted. This is global. So if you have an area that's not protected, effectively you're taking the damage. Because this isn't like if someone was shooting a radiation weapon at you, it would be targeted to particular body parts. But because it's not targeted to particular body parts, it's global. It hits all of you. So the bits of you that are protected, but the bits of you that aren't take the full damage.
okay, so I take the full damage is what I'm getting, but
Mm.
right, well I guess new rules from now
It's
on,
just
right?
it's just 3. It's not 5 damage. It's just 3 radiation damage.
Yeah, no, for every
Okay, I
phase.
just recalculated for this scene. I just took everything from this scene. All right.
Okay. You get it repaired. You think that these reactors are now going to stay around for a period of time. They will eventually fail, but they're going to stay around for certainly for a while. They're not going to be kicking out anytime soon.
Yeah. We should get out of this room
That's a
so
great
we
idea.
stop taking damage.
That's a great idea.
So how many rations of dog meat do I get?
So basically 2. There isn't a lot of meat left in Good Boy's body.
Okay, but it's time to flex the perks.
Yes, important moment.
I mean,
Very, very important, mind you.
I mean, if you really want to, you can grab some of those arms to replace your arms. So,
I mean, you can take the body back with you. You'd have to take the body back with you to successfully extract the limbs. But you could have multiple limbs added onto your body. That's true.
Oh, the limbs, huh? Well, Okay, let's just say that I threw him in the dumpster, and we'll
Okay.
find it out later.
Okay.
So
All right.
So after we are out of that room and we close the door
You
behind
seal the door
us,
behind you, and you no longer have that kind of persistent weakness feeling affecting you.
I ask Darkus whether he has any HP between the end, like between his missing
No.
HP and no. All right, then we move on because me neither.
Oh, okay. Elsa would have stayed around to like.
No, I mean to
like
heal you for
games.
1 turn. That's what I meant. Okay,
Yeah.
can't.
Do you know what I don't understand? I don't
No,
understand
yeah, tell me,
why you
tell me.
didn't just grab Good Boy's body and take it out of the reactor room. That would have been like much easier than exposing yourself to radiation. I don't really get that. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so you find yourself in the lab.
Okay. Is the door still open?
Which door?
No, actually, you said the lab, right?
Power's still on. Everything's still operating perfectly fine. The computer is humming away quite merrily to itself.
There, we collected everything from this room before the power was on already, right?
Yep.
There is nothing that only got powered now
No.
in this room.
No.
Okay, I say let's go towards the exit.
The ladder?
Then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when we reach the cold room, unless something else happened, I want to know whether there are any other storage or containers or anything that I know as Rosalind that has now powered up that I can access, except the 2 virus things that I've already taken.
No.
Because it's a cold room.
Not really. It's mostly just the lights that have effectively come on. The air conditioning, the air is much sweeter now in the rest of the facility. Like the water pumps and the heaters and stuff have come in. So if you wanted to have a shower, it would be much nicer now than it would have been before. But like functionally, you had access to and got all the bits that you needed to get that you could get access to before.
What about the codes for the stock room? Is that... Have we been there already?
Yeah, you've already
Was
done
that
the
the
stock
room?
rooms.
That's the room that I was awakened from, or...
No, you did the stock rooms on the way.
Okay.
They were in the corridor on the way down towards the loading dock / cold
Okay.
storage room.
Do we have any more Radues on us?
I think Ralph had some, didn't he?
I mean, that's a joint storage, right?
I think Ralph might have one left.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we go there, though, I think we need to roll some dice.
I don't think we have any right away.
I thought we had 1 after the 2 that you and I used.
It's 0 on the inventory thing.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, did you have it in your inventory, or did you count the ones that are in joint inventory, Ralph?
I think I had one in my own inventory.
Okay.
He has
was
one on him.
you. So we don't have... Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay,
So you have 1. Okay.
Morg,
Okay.
do me a favour.
Okay.
Can you roll 17 combat dice for me, please?
Sure. The happy face, right?
Happy face. 17 happy faces, please.
Okay.
Cool. How many hit points do you have?
23.
Okay. So you've lost 15.
Okay.
Can you roll d20 3 times, please?
D20?
Yes. Okay. And 13. Perfect. Morg, you hit the floor at some speed. You take 15 points of damage. Both of your legs break, as does your right arm.
All right.
But you're still alive.
Well, Ralph broke his fall, so it's fine.
Ralph, Ralph,
Yeah.
can you roll 10 dice for me, please? You didn't fall so far.
So, one more time with injuries.
But both of your legs are broken, and so is your right arm. Ralph.
Yeah.
Can you take 11 points of damage, or as I like to call it, -9 hit points in total?
Yeah, -9. Yeah.
Can you also roll d20 twice, please? I love those 20s. So 5 is your left
Torso.
arm. Oh, yes, your torso. Okay, excellent. You impact into the floor at some speed and take 11 points of damage. Your right leg breaks, and and Morg's machete goes clean through your sternum.
Cool.
Into the concrete floor. You're impaled and pinned to the concrete floor.
And dead.
You lose consciousness immediately. Morg, you're still awake. This happens about the same time as you guys walk into the cold storage room. You hear a smack, smack. And then possibly some groaning from Morg.
Are we?
I start running towards where I heard Morg. So
I mean, yeah, we're running in that direction anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Faster.
I'm going as fast as I can. Anyways.
Okay.
So Prometheus is last.
As you come through the door, you find the mangled bodies of your two companions on the floor. Ralph is lying still, a machete clean through his chest and pinned to the floor. Morg is lying partially on top of him, both of his legs pointing at funny angles and one of his arms pointing at a funny angle.
What the fuck?
The thought occurs to you, Prometheus, that Ralph killed Good Boy and now has maybe turned on Morg.
That was exactly what it was.
Yeah, because he's a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Right, so I will walk up to Ralph because I can see that Morg is groaning, which means he's alive. I will walk up to Ralph to check if he's dead. As a doctor.
Ralph is not yet dead, but he is unconscious. Yeah, because you're on 0 hit points.
Well, -9. How dead do you have to be dead in this game?
You have to make a endurance and unsurprisingly survival roll.
Survival, probably.
Yeah.
And if you fail it, you are brown bread.
Can I stabilize him? Or after that? How does it work?
Maybe we should roll once, see if you survived the fall, no?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, true.
Let's do that.
What we getting? Endurance, survival, yeah?
Yeah. With a difficulty equal to the number of injuries they have and a complication range of 19 to 20. If you pass, then you're still alive, but dying. If you fail...
Do you have any luck points? Now's the time.
Do you have any luck?
Ralph is most assuredly brown bread.
Well, great. Thank God for that.
Oh, great.
Pinned as he is to the concrete floor beneath him. Blood pours down the short distance of the blade and onto the floor and pools underneath him.
You know what you guys say, Phil, right? Worth it.
Oh,
Say it
fuck
with me.
yeah. So
Worth
worth
it.
it. Bob's dying words were so worth it.
All right, Tarkus will check for a pulse on Ralph. He's not gonna get any.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then he's
I
gonna
will-
turn to Morg.
Same.
All right.
I'm gonna-
We're gonna make some splints, I guess, for the legs.
And then
I'm gonna-
carry him 20 odd floors up.
23.
Wait, maybe I can fix him.
Just put a pillow over his head. It's much kinder.
Okay, so I have one action left, like injury repairing or whatever, for today, right? So that means if I wanted to fix him completely, we would have to wait until the next day or something.
Mhm.
For which we would have to track down the third guy and kill it, and then we could stay here since we fixed the reactors. If we want to get Morg out of here.
Okay, well, like, I just want to ask them about the logistics of this escape. Can Prometheus go up this cursed ladder?
I mean, I'm not in a hurry. Like I'd expect I don't have to make any rolls if I'm not in a hurry. Right?
If you're
Yeah,
not
true.
in a hurry to get up, it's fine. You don't have to make any rolls.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a hurry.
I think we're way past that. And it
Yeah,
wasn't you
Said
that
I was in a hurry.
I think someone else was in a hurry.
Morg,
Dragged you
you
down.
hurrying?
Morg was hurry. You told him to run. He was right.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah,
Uh,
potentially we could drag Morg back to the lab and close ourselves in there
okay. Does
after we keep
Tacos
it.
think that the reactor might blow up at any moment, or sometime soon?
You're pretty
Hale?
confident that the reactor isn't going to blow up sometime soon. Like, it's probably going to fail at some point, but it's going to be in months, if not years' time.
May I remind you that we're missing a juggernaut, so I think we
Yep.
should get out of here.
No, I mean we have to find the Juggernaut first. We cannot get out of here without Morg here having both of his legs broken.
I mean, fix one.
You think
Like,
he can
you can
climb
run.
And
with
his arm.
one arm and leg?
His arm is also horribly broken as well.
He's strong. I think he
Wait,
can
what's
manage.
this arm?
Okay. Do you have any actions? I can try to heal like some stuff too. Like, do you have any actions? Hale, do you remember? Did I do anything?
I mean, you were repairing someone, but I don't know how many times.
Yeah, maybe, let's say one.
So
Okay.
potentially,
How about we heal his legs and then she can like do with one hand or something? I don't know. Like
Yeah.
that's the best we can do.
or maybe with both hands, he can hold himself and just with one leg, like hold onto the thing. Wouldn't that make more sense to climb with his arm strength?
Okay, Morg, we have 2 splints. What do you want fixed?
Yeah.
I don't care. Just fix me. Give me something for the pain.
Yeah, I can.
You know,
I look at
Morg.
Prometheus.
Morg. Usually when you're injured, Good Boy comes and comforts you. And tells you that he's going to eat you if you die.
Oh, where's Good Boy?
Who?
Who?
Ralph over here is a robot killer. Confirmed and true. He killed Good
What?
Boy.
Wait,
What do you mean? What do you mean? I say, what do you mean, Prometheus? The dog was dead in the reactor room with a spilled reactor. I think he was trying to
There's
rig.
no time for that. Give Morg something for the pain and let's fix his arm and leg so maybe he can go up this damn ladder.
Morg, make
Yeah,
a friends
can you
check.
give him? Can you give him some meat, Prometheus?
That won't fix his legs.
No, I meant for his HP, and we'll fix his legs.
Okay. Sure. Are you
Yes.
hungry, Borg?
Not especially. I want something for pain. This hurts.
That will help, no?
Come closer. I'll show you what
Meat?
it feels like.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna fix you, alright? Don't be mean to me. Alright, I look at Tarkus and I tell him, okay, how about you go first, just in case you mess up and we can only fix one thing. I'll help you.
Best
Okay.
session ever.
Right, I'll
Okay.
tell you what to do, you just do it, alright?
Shut up.
What am I hearing?
I'm also good with fucking medicine.
How much do you have?
Okay, what's the difficulty here?
How do you do a frenzy check in this game?
You don't do a frenzy check in this game. I was only joking.
You gotta do a frenzy check with one limb, like
Well,
down.
you just-
buddy.
you just-
How many limbs does he need to hit you with a machete?
yeah.
The
Or
machete
more.
is
This
buried.
machete is planted on like Ralph's fucking sternum.
All right, how many limbs is he going to need to hit you with Ralph's dead body?
or the board.
Okay, I just remembered something important, which is that the
Why would you
difficulty.
shoot me? What the fuck did I do? I'm trying to kill him.
He's just lashing out. Anyway, go on. Anyway, Sarah.
The difficulty increases based on how many injuries he has,
Injuries,
so I
yes.
should go first because there's no way we fix him, and like otherwise, even like this, it's gonna be hard. Okay, so,
So
he
it's
has 3
one
injuries.
plus the number of injuries that he sustained. So your difficulty is 4.
Yeah. What's your target?
Can we help each other or
Yes.
no? Okay. My target is 13.
All right, let me see what my target is. My target is 14.
Great. Good for you.
I mean, it's not going to make any difference when you roll a 20.
It's my specialty, by the way, but good enough, I guess.
Yeah, okay,
For
you're a bit too like smart, I guess, or something. What
Yeah,
do you
I'm
have,
too
intelligence 10?
smart, I guess. Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go first. How much in medicine you have? I'm asking because of the double.
4.
Okay, I have 6. I'll go first, then one.
Oh
It's
my
more
god! Yeah,
difficult.
okay, yeah. We know you have 6 because
How did I tell you I have 6?
I'm about to get injuries myself just hearing this shit.
Prometheus, tell Morg's story. We're paying.
Once upon a time, there was a smart guy called Ralph, and he liked to boss people around. Turns out he hated robots and dogs. And then on one day, he went into a reactor room and he shot one with a shotgun. He blew his ears off, and
As
he
it
Hey.
was the best day ever.
Hey, stop telling horror, very untrue stories. We need to focus on fixing Morg. All right, I'm rolling.
But it's
So-
true. Like I drank good wine, and you can see like his face.
Great.
Wait. Lucky Ralph killed Good Boy. Well, now Morg doesn't feel bad about falling on him.
Great. Dogs is great. Yeah, it's great.
all right.
Didn't
So
feel bad, Morg.
Now, if you could
Yeah,
just watch this
yeah.
healer roll and kill Morg, that
Fuck Ralph Douglas. Yeah, who cares? Just like get this shit on the road.
So how many dice are we rolling?
what am I fixing? Is my first question.
Okay, so like he doesn't care. So we just fix one arm and one leg. All right.
All right, I'm on a leg, and I'm gonna roll
Can
3
I-
dice.
Can I make a suggestion? Do his arm. Because if he's got 2 arms, he can climb. He can pull himself up. If you do a leg and you fail the other arm, he's going to be fucked.
Okay, then I'm gonna try his arm first, I suppose. And Darkus is helping me, so I get 1 extra dice. Do we have any AP right now?
No.
All right. Well, then with 3, I go intelligence medicine, and I just want to say ahead of time, I get to reroll 1 thing.
Keep yapping,
as,
yes, please. Yeah.
The yap is real.
Yep.
But it's also useful.
Cause
Nope.
of medic.
Yes.
And let me tell you what medic does.
No, don't tell me anything.
Look, we don't need anything because I'm so good.
4 successes is what you need. You successfully patch up his arm.
Yeah.
So he's got a splint on it, but it now functions as it would do normally.
Darkus, do you want me to reroll this 18? Maybe I get an action point? Because it's free. But I might also get a 20.
Oh, because it's free.
Yeah, we roll it. Yeah.
Yeah, reroll it. Get a 20.
I mean, we need an action point, so.
Oh, nice. 2 action points.
Yeah, like Morg might
look,
use them to track his
No, it's just
his
just-
ass back up.
Just on a 1.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done. And I'm like, all right, Darkus, your turn. Do exactly as I did.
But
So,
to a leg.
character, do I
Or the
just
leg.
mark out that injury, or is it
The injury, your broken arm, has now been resolved. You
okay?
can mark
Okay.
it off.
So
Okay,
it's
I
a
just like it's-
difficult terrain now? For
Yeah.
Darkus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna use an action point as well. Fuck it.
And I'm helping.
All right, 4 dice for his other arm, I guess.
No,
the
his
leg.
leg.
Fixed.
Yeah, his leg. All right,
Yeah.
fine. So, 4 dice, like. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna use my luck point.
Oh, this is going to be a 20 now. This is definitely going to be a 20 now. I don't need to look. This is going to be a 20.
Well, it gets fucked, storyteller.
5.
Okay.
All right.
That is sufficient to repair his leg.
Leg point.
Which leg are you doing, or does it not matter?
His third leg. I don't know. Like,
Okay. You fix his third leg. It wasn't broken,
And
but now it's
he
got a
uses
splint
to
on it and it's
lasso
standing
himself up.
proud.
You fix it a lot.
That's
He
nice
tied it in a
and
knot. He tied it in a
cold and
bow.
hard. No.
You put a splint on it.
I was gonna put that as right leg as in.
I'm like, great job, Tarkus.
See, I can do it too.
I knew you had it in you.
Yep.
You will.
All right. I'm gonna go over to Ralph and I'm gonna loot anything useful, like the right away, like Liberty's rifle, ammo.
Yeah.
That gun is going to go around so many corpses.
That Liberty's
cursed.
rifle is
Don't curse
cursed.
me.
Are you gonna give it to Rosalind as a gift? To curse her?
No, because I need it.
In multi-tool.
First aid
Yeah,
kit,
okay.
that would have been useful a minute ago.
Yeah. Geiger counter.
No, it wouldn't have been useful because it doesn't help with injuries. You only need something for hit points. Okay, let me write those down somewhere.
Okay, so you've got...
Impact, by the way. Bottle of
Just-
purified water.
Liberty.
a journal marked
okay.
Ralph's Evil Plan.
First aid. Shotgun, right?
Yeah, stun off shotgun. Pipe gun.
Any steam packs you had?
One stim pack, one by the way.
Okay.
That I was
Sh-
holding and not selling the rest.
Should be it. All right, and with that, Tucker turns around and says, "All right, I think it's time we leave this place."
Okay.
And he starts going up the ladder.
Morg will pick up his get his
I go after.
machete.
Okay, you pull it out of the concrete and out of Ralph's body, which falls down. As it does so, there's a splatter of blood, and the contents of his bowels obviously leak out all over the place at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm going second up the ladder, just in case. Not under Morg.
Oh, you don't want Morg to go first?
No, Morg will go last.
No, you can go like you can leave Prometheus under you.
He's the slowest, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to make you make rolls because you're not rushing to get out of an exploding situation right now.
I want to say something. Before we leave, I'm going to pick up the 2 things that Ralph left safely on the first floor after I asked him.
They were in his inventory. He didn't leave them on the floor.
No, he did leave them on the floor.
No,
He said it.
No, he said he heard you. He just didn't do it.
Yeah. Did he like DM you to tell you that he didn't do it?
No,
'Cause if he didn't, then it doesn't count.
No, I saw the look on his face and I know what that means.
Oh, but no, he said he's gonna do it. The things are
Sure.
here.
I was lying.
Yeah,
No, unless he told you in DM as a DM, it doesn't count.
I know
I'm getting my things.
No, he told me in a direct message by telling me with his facial expression. I knew exactly what he was saying. And the tone of his voice, he did sarcasm. I promise you, what he was saying was, yes, I heard, but what I'm actually doing is keeping them in my pocket.
Okay, whatever. Are they broken?
But no, they're not broken. Ooh,
All right, then I'm gonna
are
take
they
them.
broken?
All of this didn't have
That's
to
a good
happen.
point. Are they broken?
Okay, just tell me if they're broken so we can move on.
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's roll some combat dice and find out if they have been damaged in the process. Because if they have,
Look,
you guys are even
you know.
more fucked than you were before. How many dice did I make you roll? 10?
Me?
You
think
10,
it's
I
10,
think.
wasn't it?
All right, FEV. Okay. And adjusted FEV. You root through Ralph's possessions. You find the 2 canisters. The end cap of the FEV virus has broken off, and is separate from the canister itself. And the adjusted FEV has a crack running all the way down the side of it, and it's clearly been ruptured.
And in plain English, that means are they?
It means that
viable?
they've basically both been broken open and released their contents.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I have me and Tarkus to practice on. Let's go.
Okay.
It's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I
Can at
mean,
least get a
Yeah,
super
I
mute.
spit on Ralph's body as I climbed up.
harsh but
Yeah,
fair, says the
And I
universe.
You know what?
It,
You know what? It was
And I-
still worth it.
and I say, men in this century are shit. And I go up.
Point that dog's fucking head blew apart. Everything after that, don't care.
Okay, you climb the ladder. You take your time over it. Morg, you're a little bit more nervous of this ladder now, so you're being extra careful. You climb the ladder. Prometheus, you find it hard going because you're literally having to use arms because you don't have any legs to work against, and your repulsor is useless at lift in this situation. But you manage to get to the top, and at the top there is a small, narrow ledge and a large steel door, similar to the one that was at the bottom, with a metal handle on the inside. You pull the handle. Nothing happens for a brief second, and then there is a grinding sound. The doors slide up about 9-10 inches, and then they cease. There's a grinding of metal, and they stop. So they're just basically a 9-inch gap, just big enough for you guys to pull. Actually, thinking about it, just big enough for the humans to be able to pull
half of
themselves
us,
through, and for
Yeah.
Morg, maybe with a roll he might be able to get through. It's certainly not big enough for your robot to get through.
Has everyone climbed up by this
Yes,
point?
everybody gets to the top.
I turn around to Prometheus and I say, check whether that third juggernaut is somewhere here. Because the door
You
opened.
can't get through.
No, I mean here, as in the area where we are right now, so we have time to
We
No.
can't go through.
Yeah.
But am I missing something? Sorry, maybe I didn't hear something. Can we? Are we in an area? What is happening? I thought
You're at the
opening.
top of what was used to be a lift shaft.
Yeah.
There is a narrow ledge that is effectively where you're standing on, and below you is a 23-story drop down to where you know Ralph's body. In fact, you can see just about the shape of Ralph's body at the very bottom of it. Above you, there is a small space where obviously machinery used to be, and that's it.
Yeah, we're not
okay.
somewhere to check. We're trying to get through a fucking slit.
Yeah, but how do they get through? And I point to the door.
That's the funny part. We say Prometheus, go check. He can't even go through the fucking thing.
Oh no, I meant in this place where we are right now, currently, like the
elevator shaft where they
Yes.
fell the. Yeah, okay. Now that we
You
reached the top,
fly!
yeah, he cannot fly. No.
Okay, can I do a perception check to see? if
Yeah.
the juggernaut is
Yeah, you
here?
can make a perception survival check.
And I focus up on the roof.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah, in this small space that you're currently in, you're pretty sure you can't see, detect, or in any way perceive a gigantic juggernaut bat-like creature hiding in the no spaces that it could possibly be.
Good,
I think
thanks.
we're clear. Rosalind.
I failed the intelligence check. So
Good thinking. Good thinking. All right,
thanks.
Tarkus is gonna go in first.
Alright, I go after Tarkus.
Okay, you start to go through. You realise there's rock and sand on the other side of this, but you dig through and you eventually you get like a blast of cold air in your face, and you realise that you can reach the outside. When you pull yourself through, you find yourself at the bottom of a what was probably once a well-maintained slope, that went into a doorway. The ground is now broken and crushed, covered mostly in sand and rock, which is basically completely obscured the door. It would be almost impossible to find this from the outside if you didn't already know it was here. You managed to pull yourself out.
Can they dig like into this sand and like make the hole bigger? Like for example, Morg.
Are there any controls out there or anything? Any way to open it more?
Are there? I'm
Not
looking.
no.
All right, kind of like well, I guess we don't like kind of do some like kind of like remove the opening somehow, like with something. I don't know, like do we need like a propane torch to do this or what?
Propane torch. Yeah. If you had a propane torch, this would be great for the massive steel security door to get out.
Be with enough propane.
No, with enough propane, probably, but you'd need an awful lot of propane to do this. That's not really a viable option. What you might be able to do is if you can dig through to the where the controls would be, you might be able to do something to the hydraulics that will enable it to move a bit more freely, but you're probably going to need Morg to lift it.
Do you think a frag grenade can do anything to it?
I think a frag grenade right now would be the perfect thing for you to do. That won't go in any way badly wrong on the small narrow ledge that you're currently standing on. The frag grenade, I'm sure, won't push you off into the elevator shaft, and we won't be rolling lots of dice.
But Morg can try to open it by force.
So Morg could try and open it, but the mechanism is stuck at this moment in time. So if Tarkus could rig the hydraulic system or vent the hydraulic system in some way, you might be able to make that easier for you. At the moment, it would be a strength plus some other skill roll. Strength plus athletics, probably.
I mean, Morg can try.
Be a strength athletics roll, and it's a difficulty 5 roll at the moment. If what?
Okay, so Tarkus cannot do it. Like
No. To lift it, it's currently a difficulty 5 strength plus athletics roll. If Tarkus can get to the mechanism, and if Tarkus can do something with the hydraulics, he might be able to bring the difficulty of that down for you.
Oh, that's the roll for Morg, you mean?
Correct.
Okay, so what's the roll I have to make?
You're going to need to make, first of all, let's say an endurance plus survival roll to clear the wreckage.
Could I do that instead? Because
Yes, you
I'm
can.
also out.
Yes, you can.
I have some endurance survival. How much do you have, Darkus?
Jeez, it's always a competition between you two, isn't it?
He always keeps asking.
I'm better at moving rocks than you are.
Let's go and do it.
No, I mean, if you have more, you should. I just have it back.
Let me stop you right there. Just go and do it.
Yes.
Thank you.
For shits and giggles, can Morg try before they try to do that? Just to
Yes.
see.
Yes, it's difficulty 5 roll.
Okay.
You absolutely
Strength
can.
athletics.
Yes, strength athletics. Yeah.
And also, you get one free reroll because you ate that food. No,
Oh, okay.
it's a strength check. But yeah, it's just 2 anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
So you strain against the weight of the door and the mechanism, and you can tell you could probably do it, but there's something that's resisted. There's a resistance against the door at the moment. You might be able to squeeze out yourself. It's going to be a struggle, but you might be able to squeeze out yourself. But Prometheus basically ain't getting through here. His bulbous chassis is just not going to fit through that space.
So,
Meaning more to do more.
So if Morg comes here, then Morg can also help us do the digging, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Morg will help do
Maybe
digging.
that's the
Morg
way.
can't. Yeah, Morg help. Morg not be able to do this all the way.
All right, Morg, can you make an endurance and survival roll, please, to pull yourself through this hole without causing yourself any damage?
I'm stuck. The robot.
So you said strength and survival?
No, endurance survival.
Okay, endurance survival. And endurance.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think Ralph is about to be atomized.
No, you don't fall out. No, you're pulling yourself through the hole underneath the 9-inch gap. How much of a dick do I want to be?
Massive.
I mean,
Massive.
this could be a massive dick moment, or I could be kind and beneficent. Should I be kind and beneficent?
Roll a d20 and then like even, you're easy, and then odd, you're a dick. How about that?
Okay.
Well,
We'll
you're
let
always
the-
a dick, but it's whether you're a dick
Yeah.
move, you know.
A massive dick, you know.
You said
Ooh.
Critical success.
Ooh. Well, I'm sorry to be the guy. Like, odd is dick, right? That's what I remember.
Odd is evil dick.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 1 as well. Like, it fits.
Evil
He
dick.
gets a luck point.
I get a low
Mongoose
point.
noped moment.
Okay, you start to pull yourself through. You get about halfway. You get to the point where your hips are about through the doorway itself, and then there is a shift in the rocks. At first, you think it's in the rocks itself, and then you feel a weight on you, and the door drops several inches. You feel your pelvis crack. And you're pinned by the security door.
Oh, fuck!
Oh no.
Morg.
We can split Prometheus into pieces and push him piece by piece. And then connect him again on the other side.
Disassemble and reassemble them. So I had an injury now? Or,
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah, torso injury.
Wait, let me see. He's bleeding out slowly.
Yeah.
Oof. Can I try to stop the bleeding out?
Well, he's pressed by this door. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Can you?
With medic or something? No, I have the other thing too for healing. Wait, I don't know how it's called. Let me see.
All right. Why did
Healer.
the door go down? Like, is there like some mechanical explanation that I can counteract?
You don't know. You don't. It's probably like whatever was holding it in place. Something failed as he was like maybe Morg shifted it as he was
Right.
going through it. It's just dropped it.
All right, can I use? I have a hand wrap. Can I use it as like as a for leverage, like a crowbar to try to get some pressure off his chest? No.
You could try.
I'm
So
gonna keep
I'll try.
digging. I'm gonna keep digging while he does that.
Okay.
Can I do that?
I'm going to go into dialogue mode. I think that's probably the easiest way to resolve this situation.
Sure, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means.
You all die.
No, you don't all die.
That would be a monologue mode.
Tarkus,
Yes, Hale.
Dr. Palmer,
Yes, hail.
you survive. At least for a short time.
Oh, great.
Morg, you are not able to escape the door. You are pinned, and slowly, over a period of time, your injury, you succumb to your injury.
Wait, sorry, did we leave him there? Can you make it at least we shot him in the head to put him out of his
Okay,
misery?
all right, you put him down. If you want to put him down, you put him down. Or you can...
Oh, well, I wish I was still alive now so I could
Yeah,
shoot
we
Morg
tried
dead.
our best to get him out, but like after I don't know a day or something, 24 hours, we just shot him in the head.
You spend time trying to get. All right, fair enough. You spend time trying to get, using everything that you can to try and get Morg out. But as time goes on, it becomes more and more apparent that this is functionally an impossible task. You know, eventually, if you were to take the pressure off the door, you effectively give him a mortal wound in the process. He's effectively being kept alive by the pressure that's being put on him. The moment that door is released, he's basically going to bleed out. It becomes quickly apparent that there isn't really any saving Morg in this situation. And given that, if you think that's the most humane thing to do, you can try and put him out of his misery. After the 4th shotgun shot to his skull, you realise that his shooting him in the head is probably not the best course of action.
I used Liberty's cooked up fucking nuke of a hunting rifle.
Okay, after the 2nd round to the skull, you realise maybe aim for his heart was a better idea, and you eventually put him down.
Oh, couldn't I have done it in a painless way? Because I'm a medic. Somehow slice something.
Well, the thing is, if Morg's didn't go down, he wants to go down in battle. So if you're just trying to put him down...
so there is a pitched battle between Morg pinned underneath the door, and you guys trying to humanely put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind the door, Prometheus sits patiently waiting.
Waits to cook. Morg.
And then Morg's last words are probably tell people of my death. Like, because,
You hear a voice in the back of your head as you're starting to fade out. Don't worry, I'll eat you when you're dead. And then your lights go out.
I'm about to cry now. This is too bad.
Prometheus, you survive on the little ledge behind the door, waiting for someone to open it for you. Maybe at some point in the future, a couple of 100 years from now, someone's going to open that door and they're going to find...
I mean, the reactor will go critical, no? So...
Or the reactor goes critical and you get killed in the lift shaft anyway.
No loose ends.
It's difficult to determine what happens with Tarkus and Dr. Palmer. They walk away from...
I would imagine they bicker each other to death.
Yeah, let's face it.
I imagine they don't get over the next hill.
Oh, yeah.
And they exhaust each other
Okay.
drop dead.
Listen, I'll tell you what happens. Like, for the next 5 hours, he starts saying, why did you shoot him? I'm very good medic. I could have, healed him. And I turn around and shoot her on the 5th hour and 1st minute.
Okay.
That's not true. You would not have done that.
It definitely. I'm so distraught that everyone died that I knew. I'm stuck with this lunatic from the vault we found, where
And
everyone
this
else I
is
knew
a
died,
woman.
and she's busting my balls about that she's a great medic.
No, I was crying when Morg died.
Well, let's say we're going to draw a veil over whatever happens to Tarkus and Dr. Palmer because we don't know. The story is not yet concluded. What we will say is that they walk away from the site, and as they move back towards the settlement of Hope, they can see in the distance a fairly large mushroom-shaped cloud over the settlement of Hope, and we will draw a veil over the proceedings of the story there.
Really, no loose sense. Even the settlement got it.
I genuinely did not plan on ending the session tonight. I had at least 2 or 3 sessions left in me for this story, and I feel like I've been pushed into this a little bit, but it just felt natural
to take over.
Just
it's all over. Who pushed you to do this?
I'm not going to lie, Phil. Phil did
piece of
this.
shit.
This is all Phil's fault, but that's okay. That's all right because genuinely best session ever. Last session was great.
My fucking camera is in fucking objection. You know what? I'm not even gonna reset it. I'm not gonna leave it there because that's my reaction to everything. I'm just gonna let it there, to sit there.
He's so pissed. His camera's just frozen.
Yeah. So I'm going to call an end to the session there, and I'm going to say to our audience, thank you very much for watching. There will be a season 2 of Home Sweet Home. It will not be in the Settlement of Hope. And we're probably going to be dealing with some different characters. Maybe not. We'll see how things go. But we're going to be playing a different game in the meantime. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So for now, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and all that goodness. And we'll see you again soon.